Are we good on this one? Alright guys, so post-workout I'm going to have this quarter of watermelon. We're going to make our post-workout shake. That's flax seeds right there on a quarter cup of green tea. Just regular green tea, but I like it cold. I don't like hot tea. I'm going to mix it with some mango, blueberries, and you guys can add what other fruits you want, but this is what I take as the base. And the base is going to be the green tea with the flaxseed, and flaxseed is so important, guys. I'm going to try to put a link on the video to the benefits of flaxseed as far as working out. And the mango for taste more than anything. Of course, it has fibers, and blueberries, which are so healthy. I didn't find any strawberries out here, and usually I do put strawberries and other things, but you know, this is what I start my base with. And of course I add a little bit of ice. So that's a post-workout snack. Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer, the video game show that is brought to you from all over the world and talks not only about gaming but also about health. Anyway, so this is part 2 about my Nintendo Switch in Asia, and yeah, so I wanted to discuss some goals and some of the things that I've seen so far. Number 1, Taiwan. There's a lot of gamers, but they're all mobile. I mean, I didn't see anybody else with a Switch out there. I saw a few advertisements, like a couple of places in Taipei that advertised the Switch for like, it was like pre-order for Christmas, or you could get it like in a phone shop. So it wasn't really even a game shop. It was selling cell phones, and you could buy a Switch there. And of course they have the bigger department stores, you know, where these, you know, have PS3 and brand new games. But like I told you before, that the retro scene is pretty much underground and few and far between, and the places that do sell, at least in the areas that I was at. Okay, and there might be others, but remember, I only spent 4 days there, so somebody else's experience is going to be different than mine. But what I can tell you is that the gamers that I saw that were playing on mobile, man, they were on it. Advertisements everywhere for mobile games like RPGs and stuff like that. You know, you go through the bus stations everywhere, the advertisements are there, and you know, people are playing them. I personally witnessed, at least in the train, 4 to 5 times, people with portable Wi-Fi and had their tablets on connected to the Wi-Fi, playing games on the train, you know, on the longer trips. A lot of Pokemon Go people. I mean, it's even on TV. It's big over there. So I got to play some Pokemon Go there too. So I wanted to get, you know, Pokestops from different places so I can send to my friends. By the way, if you want to be my friend on Pokemon Go, I'll put my number here. So if you want to be my friend on Pokemon Go, there's how to get a hold of me. Also, don't forget to connect with me on Twitter. A lot of times it's easier to connect there, just because the bandwidth's over here. Even though my carrier, which is Sprint, told me I'd be able to use my phone out here, I have to say the connections are just like 3G and stuff. So Twitter is a lot more viable if you need to get a hold of me. But anyway, over here last night, the gameplay that I put up, you know, for Call of Duty World War II, I was playing that in my friend's PlayStation, and he was playing my Switch, and he really loved it. I'm gonna do some Persona tonight. I gotta figure out how to film this, right? Probably put it on my selfie stick and then put it on the camera and then play that way. I love Persona Q. I know it's not the best Persona game, but I like taking my time with games, you know, and not rushing it. I don't like finishing games on purpose, especially if it's a game that I enjoy. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the goals that I had coming here. One of them, of course, was looking at, you know, retro games, you know, for the channel and just to you know, mix it up a little bit. Personal goals that I had over here, you know, was traveling, you know, sightseeing. I get to say I've been in, you know, in China now. Went to Taiwan. Interestingly enough, on the plane that I took, since it was Xiamen Air, they got a really great deal, guys. One of the reasons you get a great deal is you fly right over North Korea. That was a trip, you know. I get to say I flew over North Korea. And the one thing that is noticeable, because we flew right over the capital, is that where the capital ends, you know, you can see the capital and there's lights, right? And where it ends. I mean, it's like from there on, it's dark. You can see the lack of development and infrastructure there. And once you start flying over other Asian countries, you see the difference. You know, the whole place is lit, right? So that was a trip. And you know, getting the Chinese visa was a little bit of a challenge, I gotta say. But you know, we got it done. And while I'm out here, I really want to explore, you know, the Kuala Lumpur. I've been here once before, and it's a great place. You know, it really is. It's a great city, great infrastructure. You know, lots of fun to be had. Especially if you're a couple, there's a lot of great things to do here. The nightlife, I have to say, ends early, but there's other wild stuff going on here, if you know what I mean. But you know, I mean, you can have your parties at your own pad or whatever, and you see a lot of that. You know, a lot of people throwing their own gatherings and stuff. But anyway, one of the experiences that I want to share with you that I had in Taiwan is the modern toilet. It's a poop theme restaurant, so I'll let the video roll. Not false advertising. The food is shitty. It's crappy food and shitty service, it says. And that's pretty accurate, but it's a fun time, man. If you're in Taiwan, you have to do it just because, you know, it's the way it is. The food is, you know, it's meh. And probably the best thing I tasted was the mango juice. That was about it. Yeah, I mean, it was rough, guys. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was rough because I didn't want to get, you know, like French fries or anything like that. It was my diet, number one. Number two is I'm not gonna fly, you know, out there to have things that I can have at home, right? So I now wanted to get food that looked like poop because that's the whole thing of the restaurant. So it was pretty fun. And I have to say, all around, Taiwan is a great place to have fun of all kinds, and just a lively city. People were nice. You know, it's always it's always a trip going to another country. You know, and telling them that I'm American, and they're like, you know, and just being a stranger in a strange land, right? Strange to me, but no, I really have an appreciation for travel and other people. The more I travel, the more I see that people are pretty much the same everywhere. They all have the same basic needs and wants, you know. And some things may be different, but one of the biggest things that I see differently is the respect for others out here in Asia. It's something that I wish we had more of in LA, because we don't. People are disrespectful, loud, they don't care, and everything over here, a lot of societies are geared towards the consideration of others. Even going up the escalators, right? Everybody stays to one side. If you're going slow, you stay to one side, whether it's the right or the left, depending on the country. And people who are in a rush can go by to the other side, you know, not like we do in the US, where you can stand in the middle with all your bags, and whoever's in a hurry just has to say, excuse me. And this is in the middle of rush hour crowds, you know, in the train, so everything's pretty efficient, you know. I mean, I like moving in public transportation here as opposed to back home, because they don't, you know, they don't allow food, they don't allow, you know, all the crappiness that they allow in the subways over there and the metro links and all that. And it's the people, right? I mean, people that don't care about anybody else really make it bad for everybody. So it's refreshing to see that they can handle that here, and I wish we had it back home. But anyway, so far it's been great. The other thing I want to focus on is this weight loss that I want to do. Well, that I have to do. You know, the doctors have asked me to do it, and I want to put the videos online to motivate others. If they're, you know, if I can help in anything, you know, whether it's you disagree with me or I give you a brand new idea for something, you know, I hope it does, you know. But that's the only reason I'm putting it up, because I see so many gamers that struggle with weight like I did, right? And I know how frustrating it is not being able to drop weight. Now, I was, you know, I'm not in shape now. You know, my upper body's still in shape, but trust me, from here down, I'm a mess. All those surgeries have taken their tolls on me. You know, I mean, I have like 9 incisions on my. No, I'm lying. I have 6 incisions on my abdomen, and obviously, you know, all that moving around down there really screwed me up. So, I mean, I'm like mashed potatoes right now. So I really need to drop weight. But when it comes to dropping weight, there's no such thing as spot reduction, right? You can't do crunches until you get skinny. That's not the way it works. You have to drop weight all around, right? And that involves a lot of cardio. It involves diet, primarily diet, right? So being out here to make it easier, because I really don't like a lot of food. I'm a kind of a picky eater, and I know I'm not having a lot of the temptations that I would back home, and I'm doing a lot of walking, you know. Plus, I'm going to be doing this cardio program, which I'll be sharing with you guys as I go down the gym. So, those are my plans for right now, and hopefully I can share some gameplay here tonight. My friends come, they'll let me play their PS4. I will set up the Nintendo Switch, film with a camera, and I'm trying to see if I can set it up so you guys can see the view from my balcony in the city, so I can have that as a backdrop. You know, I think that'd be pretty cool. And playing the Nintendo Switch everywhere, which that's what it's all about, right? Is taking this thing on the go, and how active you can be with it. You know, just don't have it always docked, because life is about movement, and we need to move forward. So I will catch you on the next one. I'll see you at tomorrow's workout. All right, guys, take care.